So I just got back from a trip to the Lake District, and it was probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. We're talking rolling green hills, tiny little English villages, and there were the cutest sheep everywhere. I just spent hours taking photos of them. I have way too many photos of them, but do I regret it? Absolutely not. But my time in the Lake District made me think about one thing in particular, and that was the idea of being present and realizing the sheer amount I distract myself from it every single day. But this is by no means a definitive work on what it means to be present or how to live life distraction-free. It's just simply a couple thoughts I've had about it and an invitation to take it further. There's rarely a time I'm not watching, listening, talking to someone, or working on something. And while on the surface that might not seem like a big deal, those moments of silence can be really important on processing things that are going on in your life, helping to relieve stress, or giving you a chance to think more creatively about projects you've been working on. It's super important to have time to be bored, and I find I'm rarely bored these days. If I do feel just the slight twinge of boredom, I'm on to the next thing. Now, the inspiration for this video came from a walk I went on in the Lake District. It was a beautiful day, so I headed out with just my camera, my AirPods, and my phone. And the whole time I'm on my walk, I'm listening to music and I'm taking photos. And I'm walking down this path and I come up to something called a kissing gate. And you kind of have to push the gate inwards, scoot around it, and then close it behind you. As I was wedging myself through this gate, I saw this incredible shot of this fence. So with my AirPods in, blasting music, I'm kind of stuck in the middle of the gate. And to my horror, after 5 minutes of me standing there, I look to my left and there's this man who's been waiting to go through the gate the entire time. And obviously I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I get out of the way as quick as possible. What I was expecting was a little, no worries, no problem. But all this guy said was, I'm in no rush. And on the surface, so what? Cool. He's taking his time. But for some reason, it really resonated with me. I've never heard anybody say that in that kind of situation before. Usually someone always has somewhere to go. So after he went through the gate, I just thought I'd watch him for a little bit. Not in a creepy way, But as I watched him walk further down the path, he'd kind of saunter along and then he'd stop and just really take it all in. And then he'd go a bit further and then he'd look up at the trees. And eventually we come to this beautiful arched bridge. And he stops at the top of the bridge and just stares into the river below. Honestly, I would say 5 to 10 minutes. I was in the area taking other photos. I had to make some calls, find directions, whatever. The entire time I was doing that, he's just staring into the water. It was amazing. And then he was gone. I couldn't help but compare myself to him. And by doing that, I stopped being present in my own world and opened my eyes in his. It's what I've always done. Look away from what's right in front of me for something better that doesn't exist. I don't want to distract myself anymore, but I can't stop, and I'm not sure how. But what I do know is what it feels like to walk barefoot in the rain, what it looks like to watch the clouds drift by, and what it sounds like to close your eyes and listen. These moments are often too few and far between in my life. But these moments are what I remember the most. Maybe one day, when I'm older, I'll also walk the English countryside, taking in every last bit of it as I go. Or maybe I'll keep distracting myself from myself. But either way, the present will always be there, right below the surface of whatever thought I'm having. And knowing that is enough for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider leaving a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see what else I get up to. See you soon.